welcome to Actor Talks. I have my lovely guest today. Her name's Alexis James.
Hi guys.
Yes, so I met her at Playhouse West. We go to Playhouse West together and we just love it there. Well, I speak for me. What do you think about Playhouse?
I absolutely love it. It's definitely my second home.
Yes, home away from home for sure. So let's dive into this interview. We're going to get to know more about Alexis and where she's from, and I'm going to ask her all these questions, okay? So let's start off. Where are you from and how did you end up in Los Angeles?
Well, I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay. I moved here about 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
On a whim.
That's really on a whim. Okay, tell us about this.
I knew I was going to move here, but I also didn't know I was going to move so quickly.
Oh, okay. So, you need to do more preparation. You're
right.
trying to get yourself set before you move. So what happened? What made you like, hey, I'm going to go?
Well, a job opportunity became available, and
okay.
Everything was pointing in the right direction to move here, so
yeah.
I trusted my instincts.
Good.
I took the job and I made the leap of faith.
Ooh, was that just scary coming to Los Angeles? Did you know where you're going to live? Did you know friends? Did you have at least a community? How were you able to cope with everything?
Well, I had two very dear best friends who live here.
That's good.
That helped me on my journey. I don't, for some reason, I really wasn't scared. I just knew this was the move for me. And ever since I started on this journey, it has not been scary. It's been, every sign has pointed to I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right place.
Yeah, really validating and affirming.
Right.
Just like, this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I mean, I know most people, like, it's terrifying moving to a new place where you don't have family anymore. It's just like a whole different environment. But I love that you're just like taking control of your life and your career. Which leads us to the second question. So what inspired you, Alexis, to get into acting? Like what was it, a theater? Was it an acting class? What actually launched you into this pursuit to do acting?
So I've done acting since I was in high school. I went to the Las Vegas Performing Arts School.
Okay, cool.
But none of that really like set the tone for me or put these plans in motion until I took an acting class outside of high school a couple years after.
Okay.
It was called Actors Dynamic in Las Vegas.
Actors Dynamic. That sounds dynamic.
It was. It was an amazing experience. And I met amazing people, and it really showed me that I can actually do this. Like, this is for me. This is the life that I want to be living.
That's awesome.
So I think that class is what really shaped and turned my career.
Yeah, so what would you say, this is kind of a bonus question, so what would you say that was different from you doing theater in this class? Like, what specific thing that you said made you feel like I can actually do this? What was different from taking those classes or being in theater versus this one significant class for you? Was there anything in particular that was like, oh man, like this is a switch for me?
It was more like the therapeutic aspect of, like, I felt like I was releasing energy that was like inside of me that I needed to let go, and I felt like that release is such a high, and like it's like a drug.
Endorphins almost. Yeah.
It makes you want more, and I think that is what really changed for me.
Do you feel like with theater you were kind of going through the motions a little bit? Or you just something you got plugged into at your high school?
It was. I really didn't understand what I was doing. Like I was acting, but it wasn't like the Meisner technique that we learned.
Yeah.
My teacher, Daryl, back in Las Vegas, he studied at Playhouse West, and he studied with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
so we studied the Meisner technique there, and I think that's what really resonated with me. Is the truthfulness of the technique.
And honestly, I kind of agree with you on that, because it wasn't until I took a Meisner class in Minnesota that really like catapulted me into like, wow, like there's actually depth to this character that I could portray, or you know, like because I feel like I was taking a lot of commercial classes and commercial, you know, just technical stuff that wasn't really as fulfilling as taking a Meisner class did for me. So I understand what you mean by that. So you've been at Playhouse West for how long now?
5 months.
5 months. Okay.
5 months.
What are you getting from Playhouse West? What are you learning? What's been like the highlight?
The highlight is taking the things that I learn in class and really applying them to my daily life, like the listening. Listening is a big part of it.
Girl,
I never used to listen.
Yeah. you ready to have what you want to say in your head before you even like listen to them fully. So wow, yeah, listen, I agree with you 100%. Really taking that stuff and applying it to the real world, and that can be kind of scary because they do say like you can't do this. Some things you can't do like in your regular life, but listening and taking a person in. Like that's something that's so easy, but it's so overlooked, and so it's really cool that you're applying that. So that's great. And then my next question: what would you say is a struggle that you're experiencing, maybe right now, or something that you've been continually like working through? Is there a struggle that you would like to share with us that you are trying to overcome, or has there been a struggle that you have overcame that you can share with us, just to kind of like show that we're all struggling as actors, we're all in this experience together? What would you say is something you can share with us?
I'd say my biggest struggle is time management. Really allowing myself to spend the time with the scripts, with what we need to be doing outside of class, like rehearsals.
So true.
It's finding that balance in time I'm still struggling with that on a daily basis. That's one of my biggest struggles is time management.
Yeah. Are you doing anything like maybe whether it's just small steps or one thing a day that's kind of helping you, get a reign of your time management, or at least improve on your taking advantage of your day back? Because I know life and work and it's just stress, like so much auditions thrown at you last minute. She getting thrown stuff left and right. So it's just like, are you doing anything like is there one thing that you can say like, oh man, like I'm trying to focus on this? Maybe you're not successful at it, maybe you are, but is there something that you're trying to get yourself in that direction?
It's almost as basic as formulating your day, like making a schedule for yourself every day. And before I wouldn't use my calendar app, and it's as simple as using your calendar app and making lists and prioritizing your life accordingly. Really, every day I need to be working on acting, and that needs to be the first priority.
Good.
And I think
that's so good.
I think I'm starting to finally make that change and prioritizing more, and really like make a list for your day. In the morning I'm going to do this, and waking up earlier has helped tremendously.
Yeah, reclaiming that time, reclaiming her time, so that's awesome. Okay, and then my last and final question, I like to throw this one in here, because like I said, as actors we all go through struggles, we're all trying to be successful out here, but what's some advice or a tip that you can share with maybe some other actors who are moving out to Los Angeles or living in Los Angeles and struggling, trying to figure out their life? What is a tip or some advice that you can share with them to empower them as they continue this endeavor to be successful actors?
Stay hungry. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Eat it up, yes.
Stay hungry, and remember that, like, just be overwhelmed with the passion and love for this craft, because you can get lost in the sauce out here. You can get lost in the hype. And what's really not important, stay hungry and stay motivated. Do whatever you can to motivate yourself, because that's all we have really. In the end, in the beginning, in the middle is yourself. That's the one thing you can count on. Stay hungry. Read a lot. Plays. Read anything. Read anything. Just find a way to stay motivated and hungry at all times. Want it more than the next person, because there are a million other people out here who want it more than you. And acting has never been more attainable than in this day and age. It is attainable, and it takes work, and it takes persistence. So whatever you gotta do, stay hungry.
Stay hungry. Oh my God, that was just like a perfectly well-wrapped present that you just issued to us. So I hope you're able to apply that. Yeah, that was some good stuff. And I love that you said, staying hungry, because that actually reminds me of a friend who was sharing, like, shared with me that you need to be obsessive. Like, you need to be obsessive about what you want for your life, for your career, for your path. And so staying hungry, staying obsessive about what's important to you, and keeping that tunnel vision is what's going to propel you. So I'm so thankful, Alexis, for you coming in to my channel today. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here. And
yes,
I love you.
Okay, so where can we find you? So on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, where can we find you to follow and stay connected with you?
You can find me on my social media platform, Alexis A.M. James on Instagram.
Okay.
That's where I have most of my
all your
life for you to see.
Okay. So if you're interested, if you hear what she's saying, you're like, man, I vibe with that. Definitely reach out, follow her. You know, let's all stay connected in this. Thank you again, Alexis, for coming to Actor Talks with Ayana Taylor.
Yay.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to be on this platform to be interviewed, make sure you message me and let me know. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.